It's been exactly 6 weeks since that attack, and today hundreds of faith leaders delivered a letter to Minnesota lawmakers demanding a statewide ban on assault weapons.
Annunciation parents have also called for that ban, but the proposal still faces a difficult path in the legislature. Danny Spiewak joins us now live from the Capitol with our top story. Danny?
Well, this morning, more than 700 religious and faith leaders from across Minnesota signed this letter to Governor Tim Walz and the Minnesota legislature, saying that they need to act with, quote, moral clarity on the issue of banning assault weapons. But remember, Minnesota has the most narrowly divided state legislature in the nation. And this proposal, as it stands now, does not have the support it appears to need to move forward.
Teach them to value other gifts than these.
For the next week straight, faith leaders will pray every afternoon at the state capitol.
Julia Coleman,
reading the names of all 201 state lawmakers,
Doran Clark,
as they continue to demand a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Minnesota's clergy are saying it's time for change.
But more than a month after the Annunciation Church shooting, Reverend Ingrid Rasmussen says she's disappointed in the lack of legislative action.
There is a fear that if too many days elapse, the broader public forgets.
Governor Walz personally supports an assault weapons ban.
700 clergy telling us to have a vote on this.
But he says he won't call a special session unless Republicans in the tied House agree to allow a floor vote on the assault weapons ban.
If I'm wrong, just vote against it. I'm not even getting the opportunity. The parents are not getting the opportunity. The clergy's not getting the opportunity.
In the House, GOP floor leader Harry Niska said last week he doesn't think any of his caucus members would vote for a ban on assault weapons.
Other states that have done that are A, tied up in legal challenges, and B, haven't really seen results that would suggest that that's a real solution to the problem.
Even in the Senate, where the DFL has a one-vote edge, Majority Leader Erin Murphy also couldn't say whether all the members in her caucus supported the ban.
And I'm counting my votes, and I will let you know.
Amen.
Amen.
Still, faith leaders are hoping their prayers are answered.
We're remembering. We want this to change, and we're not going to let this one go.
In the days after the Annunciation Church shooting, legislative leaders met with Governor Walz several times to discuss a possible special session. But last week it appeared those talks broke down with the two sides just stuck on this issue of the assault weapons ban. We were told by a House GOP spokesperson today that they're not aware of any planned meetings in the near future. Back to you.
Danny, is there still any talk of putting the issue before voters?
Well, Governor Walz mentioned that again today. He said that if the legislature doesn't have the support it needs to pass this law, the ban itself, that maybe they should act to allow voters to do this through a ballot measure, through a constitutional amendment. The problem with that is that the same legislature needs to approve that to get to the ballot. So he'd probably be stuck in the same situation depending on where that support was.
All right, Danny, thank you.